Hey guys, I'm super excited to share this experiment with you. For the first time after so many years, actually I have a lot more power output with the same setup. And the LED, I have never ever seen such a bright LED in my life. I tried a lot of experiments with this LED. I know how much is the brightness, how much is the voltage. Let me show you here. So this is the space-time antenna that Bashar is talking about. A few days ago, actually 2 days ago, we received information from one of the sessions that we need a secondary coil around the cones, around the space-time antenna, in order to siphon the energy. This allows not to interrupt the geometry. So far, until now, I was always connected the input or the output to the cones, to the section where insulation is missing, and I couldn't see much power. But now, for the first time, look what's happened. We have here 13.1 volts input. This DC power is going in this Tesla transformer through this Slayer circuit. Is going into from DC, it's transformed into high voltage, high frequency electric field, and then it's transferred to the cones. It's through this air gap. We have a distance, but the point here is that this device, this Tesla transformer, it's working right now. The resonant frequency is about 700 kilohertz, and the cones, they have resonant frequency 500 kilohertz. So they're not even matched yet. They're not at the same frequency. They're not in the same page. And yet we have here 13.1 volt input. We have here output 13.7 volts. It's measured from the capacitor where the LED is connected. And I'm telling you guys, I never ever see this brightness, maybe 2-3 times less than that. The voltage here usually was 8 volts, 7 volts, maybe maximum 9 volts. To be honest, when I connect the LED with a bridge rectifier, they elect directly to the cones, directly to the geometry of the spirals. But right now, I was thinking to create today this kind of Turido coil and put it like this in the equatorial plane around the cones. But yet now the LED stops, and I'm not sure why. Maybe the frequency is very high. And I have here another one which is more powerful. Let me plug it in. So there is a lot of things we can improve here. And this LED also, I never ever see this LED, all the sections. There are 5 sections, 5 rows of small LEDs. I only saw the first 2 rows flashing. I never saw 5 of them to be on when I do this setup. Okay, now the voltage now it's only 9 volts because this LED is 3 times more powerful, or at least 2 or 3 times more powerful. But it's still working, it's still working. Most probably something happened from the high voltage, high frequency. But the main point of this video is that for the first time we have a lot more power output when we're siphoning the power without interrupting the cones, when we're using this secondary coil in the reverse, like Tesla coil. Here we have primary 4 loops, secondary 1000 loops, and here is the opposite. We have about 1000 loops of the cones and then only 4 loops outside, and the current it's step up the current. Bashar explained that this is step down transformer, and this is what happening. So I'm super excited because I make countless experiments, and for the first time with this absolutely the same setup, we have more power output when we using this kind of. I think I burned this LED. Yeah, I burn it out most probably, but it's okay. I'm going to buy a new one. Oh no, it's working. It's working. Look the brightness. Look at the brightness. And the other thing that happens is that if I put the Tesla transformer closer, you see that it's stopping. There is a standing wave that is going on. If I put it far away, it's on. If I put it closer, it stops. But if I put it far away, it's on. So there is a sweet spot somewhere. It doesn't need to be very close. Hey guys, I want to share another one very interesting experiment here. This is just crazy. Look right now, when I open this circuit, when I open the DC power supply, we're going to activate the Tesla coil, but we're not going to have anything like an output, okay? Because right now we're using this kind of spherical copper hollow top load, and we don't have anything. There is maybe different resonant frequency, I don't know. But look what's happened when I approach it with my hand. Here is my hand, the LED is off, the voltage is 2 volts, and look what's happened when I approach it with my hand. When my hand is going there, I can activate the power. The voltage is depends where my hand position is. The voltage is 12.5 right now. So when I take my hand, the LED close, when I put my hand closer to the Tesla transformer, we have actually transferred the power from the Tesla transformer to the LED when we're using copper top load, spherical hollow top load. So this is absolutely insane. It looks like my hand is reflecting the electric field and it's directing it, but how I can direct such a power? This is about 1 watt, maybe more, maybe less, but how my hand can transfer this power, can reflect this electric field and going, look, I can make it, faster. So the closer my hand, the more power it's going on there, and it's more than 12 volt power. This is absolutely crazy. Maybe we can ask Bashar why this is happening. Even if my hand is from this position, so I can reflect it sideways, the voltage is still almost 12 volts. If I put it this way, if I put it this way, then we have 9 volts. So I'm stopping it right now. If I put it from the other side, so I can reflect the power, and we have the LED, it's bright, and the voltage, it's rising up about 12 volts. So right now the Slayer circuit is heating up, maybe the efficiency is dropping down. But yeah, once again, you can see how sensitive is this. This can be used like a sensor for maybe, I don't know, from biological entities or whatever, I don't know, but it's very sensitive. It's very sensitive. It can detect the proximity of my body. Very, very sensitive. Thank you for watching, guys. If I find something more interesting, experiments, will share it with you. So now we put tetrahedron top load with quartz crystal, and there is kind of opposite effect. When I put my hand closer, the LED is off. When I take it apart, it's on. When I put it closer, it's off. When I take it out, it's on. This is very crazy, guys. I don't know what's happened here. I don't know how to explain that. That is very weird. Guys, this is maybe the last video for today. So this top load right now, it's not connected to the hot end of the Tesla coil. The hot end is floating, but it's on top of the secondary coil. And the LED is on, but when I touch this is the beacon that Bashar described, that we can connect with his civilization and with EAL. So when I touch this, the LED is off. When I leave it, it's on. So it's like a button. So when you touch it, it's off, and when you leave your fingers, it's on. But it's not connected to the hot end of the Tesla transformer. So the hot end, it's floating here, it's pointing towards the cones, and the LED is on. So no matter where I touch this stuff, it's terminating the, it's actually normal, because maybe I'm grounding the potential with my body. So it's normal, but it's fascinating how it's working, because it's like a switch, The other, the sphere was like a reflector, but this, you see, no matter how I move my hand, it's not affecting so much. But when I touch, then it's affecting the flow of the field. So it's pretty interesting.